everyone. Today we're back on Arena and we're continuing our tour around the campus with our Witherbloom deck, kind of. It's black and green, but it's got a pretty heavy focus on Colorless. So what the heck am I doing with this Witherbloom deck? Well, here's the premise, alright? The premise is Witherbloom's all about these pest tokens. They're little 1/1s. When they die, you gain a life. So, I don't know why I was so excited about it. Maybe it's just that cute face looking back at me, but they're really, unless like they're getting destroyed by Shatter to Sky or sacrificed, they're not any better than like 1/1s with lifelink. They're worse. But for some reason, I'm really excited to play with them. So I was thinking, how the hell am I going to play with these 1/1s? I could have went the I'm going to sacrifice everything route, and I probably will in the future. I just do not have the wild cards for the massive number of rares required for that. So I took it a different route. I took it a route where I'm going to use these pests to defend myself in the early game with a control deck. That's right, I'm playing Ugin Control. Only 2 board sweepers, and they're extinction events, so they don't always even hit everything. So the goal is play some pests, right? To be early blockers that'll still gain you life until you can roll your way up to Ugin. So that's why this is like a Witherbloom colorless deck. So we have some colorless stuff going on here. So the pests are hopefully able to get us to the end game. We have Hunt for Specimens. It creates a pest itself, as well as Learning, which can grab us, curve right into a pest summoning, which gives us 2 more with very flexible mana for us. And on turn 3, if we don't have that, we can Field Trip, we can Ramp, and we can Learn, which will give us access to our sideboard again for another pest summoning. Now, in the sideboard, we also have a little bit of flexibility. We have a Containment Breach, which if it kills, it can destroy artifact enchantments. If it does it to a smaller one, like, I don't know, like a Shadow Spear or something, it makes a pest. You know, that's bonus. For the most part, it's here to grab if someone has an Embercleave or a Great Henge sitting around. So it's there if we need it. We also have an Environmental Sciences. We gotta get up to 8 mana, and we don't have a ton of ramp in this deck. So this is here. Even though you're learning, and maybe the Field Trip will play a land down, this helps make sure you hit your land drops and a little more life to keep us alive. So only one of each of those. While we have 4 pest summonings, I don't know why it's laid out like this. Also, if you didn't know, they did a thing where best of 1, you can only have 7 cards in your sideboard, which is good and bad because we have Gigantha. The deck ironically ended up being able to play Gigantha, so I was like, alright, why not? He's a 5/5 body that's pretty much all it'll do for the most part. So it's a good option in those turns between like 3 and 8 that we want some bodies on the field other than our pests. They might not make the cut anymore. So Gigantha is an option. So what does the rest of the deck do other than our ramp with Field Trip and the good stuff that is Binding of the Old Gods, which is actually pretty funny if you have a bunch of pests and you give them Death Touch, because then you could just swing in, and even if they kill them, you're gaining a life and taking out their creature. So I did that once. That was pretty hilarious. I had a couple pests sitting around against a mono red deck. Don't ask me how I had so many pests against mono red. That was, I don't know what the guy was doing. Otherwise, our way of winning is Ugin. Just takes over the game. The +2 is a bolt every turn. -X, and the key about the -X is it only gets rid of things that's 1 or more colors. So unfortunately, it gets rid of our pests. But hopefully we're okay with not worrying about our pests anymore, right? Because it'll also gain us life, and we have an Ugin out. Maybe we want Ugin for some protection, like have them there to protect Ugin, but I mean, we can clear the board at this point. The -10 is just game over. And basically the idea from there is it only hits things as one or more colors, so we're playing some colorless cards that can hopefully take over the game alongside Ugin at that point. So our suite of colorless cards, one of them is Maze Mind Tome. It'll just help with the consistency and staying alive. So it's nice that it can keep grabbing us cards even when we got Ugin and we don't have to worry about it going away. But our beat sticks are twofold, other than beating them down with Ugin themselves. We have creatures, so we have Mecha Godzilla, which is Crystalline Giant. Basically, this thing, if it's not killed, it will slowly just become unstoppable. You really want it to grab hexproof early on, and then it just kind of snowballs and can take over the game. So the fact that this doesn't get cleared by Ugin is great. We also have Stone Coil Serpent, so hopefully we can pump a bunch of mana into it. This card just got so much better. I feel like every set it's gotten a lot better. It's been in mono green where it's been like a 1-drop, or you can just play it late. But the thing that's so good about this card is protection from multicolored. It was already getting better and better, but with all the multicolored cards and Strixhaven and it being relatively new, everyone trying it out, protection from multicolored is actually really good. It dodges some of the new removal spells. It can just get in. You can get in like if you're playing it after Ugin, this could be like a 9/9 unblockable with reach that you can wipe the board and it won't kill your Stone Coil Serpent. So this thing really takes over the game, and you can even play it early if you're playing against someone that's like really devoted to like Quadrinks or Prismari or something. You know it's just gonna wall them off. It's really funny. Other than that, we're also playing all the creature lands. So we have a slightly higher land cloud to account for that. Really hoping that we don't get mana screwed not having the colors we need. But basically, they tap for colors, but they come in as creatures. The Faceless Haven, you've probably seen that. It's a 4/3 for snow mana, so we have a heavy amount of snow mana lands in this deck. The better one in some ways is Crawling Barrens. I can keep pumping my extra mana after we have Ugin out into this, so we have something to do with our mana, and this thing will take over, and it sits back in the land spot after it attacks to be protected from sorcery speed removal and the like, so they can take over. Otherwise, we have a bunch of snow lands for Faceless Haven. We have the Snow Dual land that can be grabbed with Binding of the Old Gods, which is really nice. We have 2 other lands that aren't snow lands. One of them is Castle Locthwain. You know, it's just really nice to be able to draw some cards. Hopefully we have more life sitting around with those pests. Just keep us rolling, because we really don't have a ton of non-land win conditions, so it's good to keep drawing into them. And we're trying out one Witherbloom Campus. I know it's a tap land that doesn't really do anything. It, like, in short term, it's strictly worse than Temple Milady, the dual land temple that scries. The idea is we're going for mega long game here, so the fact that we can repeatedly tap it to scry, maybe it'll pay off if we have nothing else to do. That's the thought. We're trying it out, only 1 copy. It'll help with our mana anyways, because we are playing 8 colorless lands here. So that's the thought. And Blood Thief Church to round out the removal. I could have played Heartless Act. I'm trying out Blood Chief's Thirst for now. I'll probably end up changing it to Heartless Act, but we will see. So let's hop into some games. We're probably not going to play as many games because, geez, This is going for a long game win here. So I did go up the ranks a little bit, so hopefully we're playing some more slightly better opponents than last time with our Prismari deck. We were playing some weird people. Let's see what we got this time. Okay, no pests, but this is an okay start. I will take it. I don't like that I can't learn out of it. Like with this deck, because our pests are really the focus, it's actually really nice to be able to learn a lot. Alright, we don't really have like a 2-drop, so I'll play this again. It's kind of annoying that you can cast Stone Coil Serpent for 0. I just wish I could tell Arena, like, hey, I'm not a Tybalt's Trickery deck. Leave me alone. I'll play the Faceless Haven in case I want to play it next turn. Let's put this down and hope we get Hexproof. Menace, I mean, that's good if they play a creature, but what are they, mono white? They'll probably have Shattered Sky, Doom Scars. Okay, that's life gain shenanigans. As usual. Don't want to play Lockthwain yet because it's on Snowland. I think for now, I want to play this. And just go beat stick with Faceless Haven and Crystalline Giant, getting damage while we can, more than gain a ton of life. What do we got? Is that first strike? You start to lose track of all the stuff you have with Crystalline Giant. Can I see my card? Thank you. First strike. Okay. Sparring Regiment. What is that? Oh. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that. How did I not notice that card? Alright, if we get an Ugin soon, we'll be ready to roll. Do I drop the 5 mana Serpent here? I think I just need to get the damage in with Faceless Haven. So I'll put down... We'll play a tap land this turn. Get it out of the way. And just keep going to beat down. Because they seem like they're rolling pretty slow. Trample? Alright. Give us hexproof or something though. They probably have a board sweeper of some kind. Yeah. Okay, that works too. I was gonna say they're probably not interested in using it because their Faceless Haven just dodges it. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I throw down a Stone Coil Serpent? Yeah, there's not much else to do. It sucks that they seem to be like monocolored. And what is this? Exile, created 3/2 white spirit token. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Alright, let's just put down the Barons. Make this creature. Do we have enough for Giganta? We should. Oh no, because that... Okay, let's attack with it because Faceless Haven has Vigilance. Yeah, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. He's probably wondering what I'm thinking about when I'm tapped out. Alright, here's the Howlblade. And Heliod. Oh yeah, because Elspeth's Thunder's Death is here. It sucks it untaps like that. And Vertax this turn. Problem is, Castle Lockwood will just absolutely melt our life total. So let's play a Swan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I think we'll play Gigantha here to block the Hallowblade. They can just untap it with their sparring regimen, so I'm not playing Stone Coil for 2. Oh no. Man, they came back like right at the end. Like they were about to die. Oh nice, no more Heliod. But he's probably got something in play. He's got at least a Giant Killer. And another Hallowblade. Alright, where's our extinction event? Yeah, giving it lifelink's really not good. We were really close to getting... And now we're really close to dying. How the tables have turned. Where's our extinction event in Ugin? Come on, we need... Come on. We need Ugin. Alright, it'd be 5 mana total to make 2 Pest at this rate. Peyton, if we use Bloodlake Thirst on the Hallowblade, he'll probably just discard. So probably just hit the Giant Killer to lower their devotion. Since Heliod's indestructible. Oh, they changed it to mana value even on the older cards. That's cool. Alright, what can Unperspected Specimens grab me? It could grab me the thing to destroy the Sparring Regiment, but I think I need the Pest to stay killed. This is a later game Pest that I'm used to. Usually at this point, I'm not grabbing Pests anymore. Alright, we got quite a few Pests to keep us alive. I'm hoping they won't swing with the Hallowblade because they gotta discard to keep it alive. So it does a pretty good job of slowing those 2 down. And Heliod has to attack a few times through it, so we have time to look for our Ugins, but man, we really need our Ugin. Okay, that'll make it a bit harder. I forgot about that thing. Alright, let's take out the... Let's just block. Make them discard. Because I think we're gonna lose anyways if we don't draw like Ugin or something here. Alright, Ugin, come on. Even Extinction Event would be good because we hit... Did we hit Heliod? He's 3 mana. Yeah, we wouldn't hit Heliod. We'd have to choose either or. We did make them discard. No, man. That's not what we need right now. Do we go ahead and grab Pests? I think we have to. We gotta keep playing the Pest stall game because we're not rolling into what we need to. Usually you're not grabbing Pests this late. Usually by now you can just play out an Ugin or something. But can't find Ugin for the life of us. Unfortunately, it works out to be like 5 mana to play the Pest, so we can't really boost a lot of our other stuff. I could play a Stone Coil Serpent, but it'll die. I think we keep holding off on the Serpent. Unfortunately, learning for the Pest lesson is pretty mana intensive. It's keeping us alive though, but our opponent's just getting further ahead. Yeah, we saw the Myriad as a land. That might be a death sentence. We basically have to Stone Coil Serpent to block those guys next turn. Now, do I... Okay, yeah, I just block. I can't kill. I can't make him discard any of that, because it won't kill any of them. They're getting big. We need Ugin or Extinction Event. Extinction Event will clear their board of creatures other than Helios. We're going up in life out of this exchange, so I mean, we were at like 4, so... Bro! Alright, now we play Lochthwain. And now we gotta do some math here. We're probably gonna need to sacrifice Faceless Haven as a block in the coming turn. So I'm not sure I want to go crazy on the mana we put in Stone Coil Serpent, because we know he can exile our thing. So maybe put it at like 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We won't have enough to Lochthwain this turn. But next turn, we can Lochthwain if we have enough life and roll into something, hopefully. But we have Faceless Haven as a surprise blocker if our opponent isn't paying attention. Do we survive? We're going to take 4 from one of the angels. We can only block one of the Hallow Blades. So I think we're dead anyways. You can't do much when it's like turn 15 or something and you still haven't drawn into your key 4 of. Yep, so we can't block any of the flyers. We can block the Hallow Blades. So we'll live, actually. That actually means we live. So that's actually kind of a misplay on their fault. Now they're just going to get even bigger because their things have lifelink. But in terms of... Oh no, wait. Sparring. Oh no, they don't have train. So... Surprise! Forget about me? Well, don't worry, I'm gonna be dead anyways. So one of their Hallow Blades are gonna die here, because they can only discard for one of them, if they choose to discard. So that's really nice. If we get Ugin here, we can definitely come back in this game. We'll have to read if they want to give us Ugin or not. Because Ugin will get us in this game. We'll have no hand. We'll have our Crawling Baron still around with all the mana in the world to pump into it after Ugin. So I think we win the game if we draw Ugin. But no, we draw lands! We have 1 life, so we can't activate Lochthwain. And we definitely cannot pump this up enough to hit 23, but I'm gonna swing at them out of spite because Arena wants us to draw almost a third of our deck, but not give us Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Look, you all know multiple times if we drew Ugin, we had the game won. Like, if we drew Ugin, all their stuff would be done, they would have drawn their dramatic finale for nothing, and they would have been able to play like a 1-1 with their Castle Ardenvale. So that was just really garbage luck. We're playing 4 Ugins. You can expect to draw them like every 15 cards, you know? Mathematically speaking. And we went through 18 of them. So it's not a horrible, but the fact that we didn't hit even one of them is painful. Or our extinction events. Between the 6 of them, we should have hit them one of every 10 cards. And we didn't get any of that. Oops, what I hit. Here we go. Alright, let's see if this one goes better. Now we'll have an opening hand with like 3 Ugin and 2 lands. Just you wait. Ugin's gonna be like, you miss me, man? Hey look, it's Ugin. And we actually have the ramp to get up there. We don't have any early plays at all, but as long as this isn't a fast deck, I think we can win this one. Like, I think this is like a solid hand. Alright, let's get our tap land out of the way. And depending on what they do in the early game, we'll see if we can they're gonna have a lot of flyers, so I think the play is to go for the Mecha Godzilla first, because it can get flying, and hopefully hexproof. When you're playing Tome against Rogues, make sure you wait till the end to put their birds to scry, because whatever's on top, they're just gonna mill. Alright. Let's scry. Do I want another field trip? Honestly, kinda. Yeah, actually. We gotta ramp it up real fast here. Let's put this down. Let's roll with our ramp and see if we can throw down Ugin when they got their Drown block tapped out. No artifact or enchantments, it's probably just Pest summoning. Actually, they have flyers. Let's get environmental science, keep our land drops. Let's really get our lands flowing and get to Ugin this game. They're still sitting at a free 19 life. They're gonna start boosting their runes though. I think after this attack. Yeah. That's fine. I don't like the fact that their mana is up. Yeah, let's keep that. Keep our land drops coming. If I play Binding, I bet they'll counter it. So I can play Environmental Sciences for 2, get an untapped land, and then Field Trip. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't think they'll care to counter Environmental Sciences. They might counter the Field Trip. Yeah, Yeah, they've got to drown in a lot or something. Honestly, I'd rather them counter the future than Ukin, so I won't feel horrible if they counter this. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we're at 6. We'll get a Pest summoning. It probably won't do much for us in this matchup. The thing that stinks about relying on Pests for defense is you can't do anything against flying decks. That's why it's nice that Stone Coil Serpent has reach when you get this game. Alright, we're gonna build some more. Is our library in a bad spot? Not yet. What do we got in here? It's good to check just in case they like mill all 4 of something that you're trying to depend on drawing. There's an Skyway the Maze Mind Tone for the 4 life. Nah, sorry. I know it's the card for Troy now. Okay. What do we exile? I mean, if we try to hit the Wind Robbers, they're just gonna draw. So maybe wait till they get more 2-drops. We have 6 lands. They're probably gonna counter something if we play it. I want to play Binding of the Old Gods, but I think it's just gonna get countered. So let me draw with this first and see what we get. Field trip. Okay. I mean, I'll field trip again. They seem to want to let that go. So that's fine. The longer they have all of their mana and not play like things with Flash, I'm okay with that. Because that just lets us get more and more value if they're not going to counter our stuff. We're going to start putting down Pest, and even though we can't block, Ugin clearing the field will kill our Pest in bonus life. It's not a alternative life isn't great, but the alternative is not playing anything, so I'll take a freebie. I don't think that it's worth grabbing the package. I don't know what they plan. If anything at all. Alright, well they know we have Binding. They still have that 2 mana. Alright, I think... How about we... We have enough to kick Blood Thief Chief's Thirst. Why do I keep saying Blood Thief? I think I'm gonna try and kill their Black Plume Rogue and hope they counter that. Come on. That's a nice juicy counter. And 6 damage. There we go. Thank you. Because now I get to kill it and get some ramp. Sorry, bud. I can't afford to take 6 damage next turn. Alright, great. That's really nice. At least it doesn't put us into the 1, because he could have made us draw a card and lose life. Alright. So, hope to God he does not counter Ugin. And hope that he just held up that 2 mana to scare us. Because we're dead if we don't Ugin here. Come on, just flash in a Thought Thief after I Ugin. That's what you got. Oh my gosh! Okay, he's got a Thought Thief in hand. I'm assuming that he can flash in after we do this, so this is -4, right? Yeah, -4. I'm surprised. If I was him, I would have sacked both of my Wind Robbers right away, just to make sure I could draw into something to counter Ugin. Yeah, now you better sack him. We're still probably going to take 2. We'll play the canvas. We have the Extinction event. We have Mechagodzilla. That's not good.
Proceed in my stead.
Is that all?
Walker.
I got another Ugin. He's got 2 in hand though, so it might be better to just kind of sit back and form an offensive and just throw down the ground troops, the Mechagodzilla and the Pest, and actually take control of this game a little bit for once. But you gonna counter Pest summoning, buddy? Do what you want. Doesn't have enough to double flying. First strike, alright. Oh no, I forgot about Brazen Bar. Good game, bud. Good game. We just mounted an offensive. If Crystalline Giant would have got flying or reach, so we were like right on the cusp of that game. Right on the cusp. At least Ugin came by to say hi. Let us know he's actually in the deck. You know, I usually complain that Crystalline Giant can get reach as well. Because it's like, why would you want that? If you just get flying, it's just strictly better than reach. But it does give you, in our case, it actually does kind of help because it gives you more possibilities of hitting a way to block flyers. We can go mad with the Pest tokens here. Sure, let's have fun on this last game. Let's play some Pests. They think they can life gain. We're gonna life gain like they've never seen before. Castle Arthur. Alright, so what is that? That's probably Doomscar, right? What else is they telling? They got black, so it could be the, what is it, Poison the Cup? The scry removal. Oh Oh! Okay. Not used to seeing a 4/4 Flying Angel turn 3. Yeah. How are we gonna combat that? More pests! I don't know, man. So the fact that this deck just really doesn't have good outs means you have to raft the board or hit your Stone Coil Serpent, just really sucks. And it seems all we get are flying. Did it just do 5 damage to us? Or what did we take 1 damage from? Okay, whatever. We could swing and face Haven and hope they block with an angel, but then we'd just be going down in lands. What's the last chapter on this? Angels gain double strike. Alright, we need to hunt for specimens. Destroy that before it gets there. I do think I want to up the swamp count in this deck because we have a lot of things that specifically search for forests and not swamps. So having some more basic forests could actually help a bit. Because more swamps. Because if that forest then handles the swamp, we could have hunted for more specimens. Alright, that's not good. They've been still tapped. Oh, wait a minute. How much life does this just win the game? 15 more, so they gotta get to 35. And they just gained 8, so. I mean, normally I'd be thanks for the life here, but they can win with Angel Destiny. I'll do something about that. Alright, we need to kill the Retribution first, and then Stone Coil as our follow-up, because the double strike is worse. We don't get a pest out of it, which is annoying. I feel like 3 mana artifact destruction, you should still get a pest, even if they want to make the lessons not very efficient, you know? Alright, do I want environmental sides here instead? No, let's build our pest army. No, I don't wanna cast that for 0. Sorry. I know you want me to spend my wild cards on Tybalt's Trickery Arena. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. I think I ended up pulling 3 of them anyways. I think I only have I pulled all 3 of them. It's not a worthy. Remember, this is a weird card. Oh. Alright. When does this trigger? Getting your in. Yeah. Shoot! Shoot, man. Well, this really stinks. We went 0-3. We went 0-3 at this deck. I didn't really think it was super good, honestly. Like, I had a feeling it wasn't that great going into it, but it kind of, none of them were washouts. The first one was washout because of not having Ugin, and then the second one against Rogues was kind of close, but we need something to deal with Flyers, so kind of some tweaks to look at. I thought we might have mana sitting around to make use of the campus. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. We're always going to have our lands to pump anyways, and usually we didn't get good chances to do that. If there's draw that anyone can think of, I think we could potentially use some draw, so probably take out a Witherbloom campus. Either put in another Locklane or a snow-covered swamp. Because, like, we have Binding the Gods and Field Trip that grab anything that are forced, so we're usually fine there. If you have Mythic wild cards to craft, you could also put in the 7 mana lesson that makes all the mascots. Potentially, but I feel like we need like stuff with flying or reach, so let's see. Is there anything that'll really help? Alright, so it sees that we have Gigantha and it's like, you're a 5-color deck? Maybe the Arachneer would be good, because it's good against Rogues for sure, as well as you know, just coming back. So maybe we should play just like one copy of Arachneer in here. Yeah, I like that. I like how that was like the first one we saw too. Yeah. What to take out? Honestly, I know we didn't draw Extinction Event much, but it is hit or miss. So maybe just rolling with that is a bit better. And honestly, you know, just do 2 Dream. This will make our Rogues matchup go a lot better, as well as actually give us something against the flying decks that are out there. Because we're not like throwing a ton of stuff in the graveyard, but we'll be able to hit escape reasonably well. Like, it's a 1-drop. We'll play it turn 1. It's a 1-drop. We'll get a block out of it. And the fact that we're learning to get more cards means more cardboard in our graveyard. So I think the Arachneer might actually be an include here. You could maybe do Spore Weaver as well. That could work. You make some Saproling tokens as well. But I think the Arachneer is probably overall better. So let me know what you guys think of this deck. I like the Pest tokens. They're not the best, but I feel like if we had slightly better lessons. Let me make sure there's not any lessons I overlooked, right? Let's make sure it's ones we don't have. So yeah, this is one you could put in if you want another kind of win condition in a way. They are colored though. Yeah, they are colored. It's okay. We could probably use one of these. So honestly, maybe take out one of the Pest summonings. Put in Introduction to Prophecy. That'll probably get us, like, make sure we hit Ugins and such. So those are the upgrades I would make. Put in some Arachneer, and then just one Introduction to Prophecy. You might not ever fetch it, but Man, I wish I had this when we couldn't find Ugin. It's just a 3-mana preordain, but it might have won us the game that first match. Alright, so we'll continue our roll through the colleges. So we've hit Prismaria already. This was Witherbloom with a bit of a colorless splash to it. Probably next is, I'm thinking, Lorehold. Let me know if you guys want to see Quandrix or Silverquill next. Probably Lorehold or Silverquill. Yeah, I don't know. They're all pretty good. I really, one thing I really do like though, as someone that is struggling for wild cards right now, they've made some pretty good commons in this set, I feel. Like reasonable playable commons. So I definitely like that. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.